Have you ever wondered what the rich and famous are hiding behind closed doors? Well, today we're about to uncover a shocking truth that will leave you questioning everything you thought you knew about one of the most influential women in the world, Oprah Winfrey. For years, Oprah has carefully curated her public image, portraying herself as a beacon of positivity, empowerment, and philanthropy. She's built a media empire, amassed a multi-billion-dollar fortune, and has become one of the most trusted voices in America. But what if I told you that the real Oprah is hiding a dark secret, one that's about to be exposed in a way she never imagined? It all started a few months ago when a series of anonymous tips started flooding into my inbox. Whispers of strange activity, unusual security measures, and even rumors of illegal operations taking place on Oprah's private properties. At first, I'll admit, I was skeptical. After all, Oprah is beloved by millions. How could she possibly be involved in anything nefarious? But then the game-changing evidence started to roll in. Footage captured by high-tech drones flying covertly over Oprah's estates. Video that appears to show suspicious individuals coming and going at all hours, undocumented construction, and even what looks like the transfer of illicit goods. It's the kind of bombshell information that could bring down an empire. Now, I know what you're thinking. This has to be some kind of hoax, right? There's no way Oprah, of all people, could be mixed up in something so sinister. But I can assure you, the evidence we've uncovered is as real as it gets. Let's start with the drone footage from Oprah's primary residence in Montecito, California. These are sprawling gated properties that span hundreds of acres, with multiple homes, guest houses, and even a private lake. Now, normally, this kind of high-security compound would be impenetrable to prying eyes. But our anonymous sources were able to pilot specialized drones equipped with the latest stealth technology, allowing them to capture footage that will shock you to your core. In one particularly disturbing clip, we see a group of unidentified individuals loading large crates into the back of a nondescript van in the dead of night. The van then speeds away, disappearing down a private road that leads out of the estate. What could possibly be in those crates? And why the cloak and dagger operation to move them? In another piece of footage, the drones capture what appears to be construction crews working on an undisclosed project deep within the property. But get this, the work is being done under the cover of darkness, with workers wearing unmarked uniforms and taking extraordinary measures to conceal their activities. It's the kind of behavior you'd expect from a top-secret military installation, not the home of one of the world's most famous talk show hosts. Now, I know what you're thinking. Maybe Oprah is just being extra cautious with her security, or perhaps she's undertaking some kind of renovation project. But when you consider the sheer scale and secrecy of these operations, it starts to paint a much more sinister picture. I mean, why go to such lengths to hide what's going on unless you have something to hide? And that's not even the most troubling part. Because as our investigation deepened, we uncovered evidence that suggests Oprah may be involved in something far more nefarious than simple renovations or heightened security measures. You see, our anonymous sources were able to obtain footage that appears to show Oprah herself meeting with a high-ranking judge from the California Superior Court. Now, on the surface, this might not seem all that unusual. Oprah is, after all, a powerful and influential figure, and it's not uncommon for her to rub elbows with members of the legal community. But the way this meeting went down is what really sets off alarm bells. The footage shows Oprah and the judge meeting in a secluded off-the-grid location deep within Oprah's Montecito estate. They're seen engaging in what looks like a heated, hushed conversation, with the judge leaving the property shortly after in a hurry. Now, I don't know about you, but that raises some serious red flags for me. Why would Oprah be meeting with a high-ranking judge in such a clandestine manner? What could they possibly be discussing that requires such secrecy? And why does it seem like the judge is leaving the property in a state of distress? The implications here are staggering. Is Oprah somehow using her wealth and influence to sway the judicial system? Is she involved in some kind of illegal activity that requires the cooperation of a corrupt official? Or is there an even more sinister explanation that we haven't even begun to uncover? Well, as it turns out, we may be about to find out. Because according to our sources, the footage we've obtained has now been handed over to a high court judge in California, who is set to preside over a case that could have massive implications for Oprah and her empire. Now, the details of this case are still murky, and the judge has placed a strict gag order on all parties involved. But what we do know is that it centers around allegations of illegal activity taking place on Oprah's properties, activity that the drone footage appears to corroborate. If these allegations are proven true, the fallout could be catastrophic for Oprah. We're talking about potential criminal charges, massive fines, and even the seizure of her properties and assets. Not to mention the irreparable damage to her carefully cultivated public image. After all, how can the queen of daytime TV continue to preach about empowerment and positivity if she's been exposed as a criminal mastermind? And the implications could extend far beyond Oprah herself. If this case uncovers evidence of a wider conspiracy, it could bring down a whole network of powerful individuals and institutions. We're talking about the kind of bombshell revelation that could shake the very foundations of our society. Now, I know this all sounds like the stuff of conspiracy theories, but I can assure you, the evidence we've uncovered is very real. And the stakes couldn't be higher. Because if these allegations are true, it could mean the end of Oprah Winfrey as we know her. So what happens next? Well, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? All eyes are now on the High Court judge as they sift through the evidence and prepare to make a ruling. And you can bet that the entire world will be watching, waiting with bated breath to see if Oprah's carefully constructed empire will come crashing down. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time, stay tuned for more shocking revelations that could change the course of history.